Things are that way.
Gonna see it because as soon as you see it, you're gonna bam right now. Good evening. I call this meeting in order. Will you please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, can we please start with a roll call?
Council President Prince. Here. Councilmember McGurk. Councilmember O'Halloran.
Here.
Councilmember Rivera.
Here.
Councilmember Albertson.
Here.
Councilmember Vaughn.
Here.
And Councilmember Perez.
Here.
Roll call, Mr. Mayor, all present.
All right, thank you. So we're gonna start off tonight with a proclamation, Ready in Renton Month.
All right, proclamation. Whereas September has been designated by the President of the United States of America as National Preparedness Month and coincides with the City of Renton's Ready in Renton Emergency Preparedness campaign. And whereas Renton has experienced natural and human-caused disasters in the past, and scientific evidence indicates the city and region may remain vulnerable to disasters in the future. And whereas investing in the preparedness of ourselves, our families, our businesses, and our neighborhoods can reduce injuries, fatalities, and economic devastation from disasters. And whereas the basic steps of emergency preparedness are the same for everyone, make a plan, build a kit, and help one another to become self-sufficient for up to 2 weeks. And whereas because staying informed is a vital part of responding appropriately to emergencies, all members of the Renton community are encouraged to locate and bookmark their sources of emergency information in advance at rentonwa.gov, to sign up for the Alert Renton, and to follow the city's social media accounts on Facebook, Twitter, and Nextdoor. And whereas the Emergency Management Preparedness Academy and the Community Emergency Response Team classes are a way for the public to educate themselves on basic preparedness skills, including fire suppression, first aid, search and rescue, and more. And whereas there is a great language diversity within the community, and Renton residents and businesses are encouraged to share with their neighbors the translated information at mil.wa.gov/publications, and to relay any emergency messages to help their neighbors understand and take appropriate life-saving actions. And whereas Ready in Renton creates an important opportunity for every member of the Renton community to prepare their homes, businesses, and neighborhoods for any type of emergency. Now, therefore, I, Armando Pavoni, Mayor of the City of Renton, do hereby proclaim September 2024 to be Ready in Renton Month in the City of Renton, and I encourage all residents to join me in this special observance. In witness thereof, I have hereunto set my hand and caused the seal of the City of Renton to be affixed this 23rd day of September 2024, signed Armando Pavoni, Mayor of the City of Renton.
Mr. Mayor,
Councilmember Prince.
I move the proclamation be adopted as read.
It's been moved by Council President Prince and seconded by Councilmember Albertson that the proclamation be adopted as read. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. All right, motion carries. And tonight, accepting the proclamation is Deb Needham, Emergency Management Director.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, members of council. As we know, we spend a lot of our time in emergency management creating plans. We just completed the comprehensive emergency management plan last year. We've got the recovery framework coming before you by the end of the year, and we're actively working on our hazard mitigation plan. This year, though, we're adding extra hazards into that plan. We continue to expand, so we've been asked to add more hazards in, and the fact is we have those hazards. And so because we have that many hazards, I like to tell people it's not something that should make you paranoid. What it should do is motivate you to get prepared. And that's what Ready in Renton Month is. It's an opportunity to take charge of your destiny. If we do have a disaster, and Renton has many opportunities for that, we will be prepared. So the city is doing its part, and we're asking all of our residents to do the same. So thank you very much for this recognition and for bringing this to the public awareness.
All right, thank you. Now we're going to take a couple of pictures here. Just don't go anywhere. All right. Okay. We're going to move on to the administrative report.
All right, thank you. Good evening, everyone. Information about preventative street maintenance, traffic impact projects, and road closures happening this week can be found at rentonwa.gov/traffic. All projects are weather permitting. Unless otherwise noted, streets will always remain open.
Okay, next up is audience comment, and we have no one signed up in person. I believe we have one person signed up virtually.
Hello.
Yes.
We have one person signed up. That is Mohammed Rahman. However, Mohammed is not signed in to this.
Okay, so no public comment today. We are going to move on then to the consent agenda. There are 5 items for council consideration. Are there any that council would like to hold for separate discussion?
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, Council President Prince.
seeing none, I move that consent agenda be adopted as published.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved by Council President Prince, second by Councilmember Alverson, that the consent agenda be approved as published. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, nay. All right, motion carries. We're on to unfinished business. Council President Prince.
No unfinished business, Mr. Mayor.
Councilmember McGurven.
No unfinished business, Mr. Mayor.
Councilmember O'Halloran.
Mr. Mayor, the Finance Committee has 4 committee reports this evening. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right, Finance Committee report. The first is approval of claims and payroll vouchers. The Finance Committee approves following payments. Accounts payable, total payment of $7,482,310.45 for a number of payroll benefit withholding vouchers and zero wire transfers. And then payroll is total payment of $2,090,453.89 for payroll vouchers, which is 780 direct deposits and 21 checks. This is the August 16th through 31st pay period. Kidder Matthews vouchers totaling $32,597.59, and municipal court vouchers totaling $3,830. This is signed by the committee chair and members.
Mr. Mayor,
Councilmember O'Halloran.
I move the council concur with the Finance Committee committee report.
It's been moved by Councilmember O'Halloran, second by Councilmember Perez, that the council concur with the Finance Committee report. Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
All right, the next report is regarding an agreement with the King County Sheriff's Office. The Finance Committee recommends approval of cost reimbursement agreement with the King County Sheriff's Office in order to receive up to $652.15 for reimbursement of overtime costs associated with verifying addresses and residency status of registered sex and kidnapping offenders. This too is signed by the committee chair and members.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember O'Halloran.
I move the council concur with the Finance Committee committee report.
Okay, it's been moved by Councilmember O'Halloran, second by Councilmember Perez, that the council concur with the Finance Committee report. Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
All right, the next report is regarding a grant from United Way of King County. The Finance Committee recommends concurrence in the staff recommendation to authorize the mayor and city clerk to execute the United Way of King County grantee agency funding contract from July 1st to August 31st, 2024, contract 16242 from United Way of King County to allocate $8,000 grant award to support the 2024 Summer Meals Program in King County. This too is signed by the committee chair and members.
Mr. Mayor,
Councilmember O'Halloran.
I move the council concur with the Finance Committee report.
It's been moved by Councilmember O'Halloran, second by Councilmember Perez, that the council concur with the Finance Committee report. Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
All right, the final report from Finance Committee is regarding a notice of grant for the Coulon Trestle Bridge project grant reimbursement. The Finance Committee recommends concurrence in the staff recommendation to recommend recording of the notice of grant award with the King County Recorder's Office in order to receive the final $50,000 reimbursement from Contract 21267, which is a grant agreement from the Federal Land and Water Conservation Fund. This too is signed by the committee chair and members.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember O'Halloran.
I move the council concur with the Finance Committee report.
It's been moved by Councilmember O'Halloran, second by Councilmember Perez, that the council concur with the Finance Committee report. Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. All right, motion carries. We're on to Councilmember Rivera.
I have no unfinished business, Mr. Mayor.
All right, Councilmember Albertson.
No unfinished business, Mr. Mayor.
Councilmember Van.
No unfinished business, Mr. Mayor.
And Councilmember Perez. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The Planning and Development Committee has one committee report to present.
Hey, Planning and Development Committee report, this regarding the 2024 School District Capital Facility Plans, 2025 Renton Regional Fire Authority Capital Facilities Plan, and approval of the respective impact fees and fire marshal fees. The Planning and Development Committee recommends concurrence in the staff recommendation to approve the impact fees listed in the capital facility plans for the Renton, Kent, and Issaquah school districts and extend the existing applicable fire impact fees and fire marshal plan review and inspection fees. Upon council approval, staff will include the adoption of the fees and underlying capital facility plans with future proposed legislation approving the 2025 Renton fee schedule. This is signed by the committee chair and members.
Mr. Mayor. Councilmember Perez. I move that council concur with the Planning Development Committee report.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilmember Perez, second by Councilmember Albertson, that the council concur with the Planning and Development Committee report. Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. All right, motion carries. And we are on to legislation. And we have none. So we're going to move on to new business. Council President Prince.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. On Monday, September 30th, 2024, we have no meetings because it's a fifth Monday. So then on October 7th, 2024, Monday at 5:45 p.m., the Committee of the Whole will be meeting here in council chambers and by video conference. And we have one item on the agenda. It's the 2025 to 2026 biennium budget. I believe it is the mayor's budget message. Then at 7 p.m., we will meet here in council chambers and by video conference for the council meeting. That's all, Mr. Mayor.
All right, thank you. Councilmember McGurven.
Yes, Mr. Mayor. I would like to announce the Transportation Committee will be meeting on Monday, October 7th at 5 p.m. in the council conference room and via video conference. There are two items on the agenda, both related to the airport. The first is contract with DOWL for A&E Master Professional Services at the Renton Municipal Airport. And the second item is contract with Kimley Horn and Associates for A&E Master Professional Services at the Renton Municipal Airport. That's all, Mr. Mayor.
Great, thank you. Councilmember Halloran.
I have no new business, Mr. Mayor.
Councilmember Rivera.
I have no new business, but I did want to give a shout out to the Renton social media for the Renton preparedness. I don't know if you saw their preparedness video. It was very good. It was very catchy. And I just wanted to give a shout out that our social media and communication team is really killing it.
Thank you. All right, Councilmember Albertson.
No new business, Mr. Mayor.
Councilmember Van.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, the Utilities Committee has new business on October 7th, 2024, Monday at 4:15 p.m. We have a committee meeting at the council conference room or via video conference. We have one item on the agenda. It's emerging issues in utilities, which is Utility Systems Division 2025 to 2026 Proposed Capital Improvement Program. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
All right, thank you. Councilmember Perez.
No new business, Mr. Mayor.
All right, what's the wish of the council?
Move we adjourn.
Okay, it's been moved by Council President Prince, second by Councilmember Albertson that we adjourn. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. This meeting is adjourned.